It's my vinyl update for June 2024. Hi everybody, and welcome to my vinyl update for June 2024. Firstly, let me quickly apologise. There's only been a couple of videos this month. Basically, I've just had a really busy month, lots of gigs. Craig, my friend, came down for a few days. Work's been funny hours. It's just, been one of those months, so I haven't really had time or the energy to record videos. Hopefully that'll pick up in July. My gig going is dramatically reduced for the next few months. Just one of those months where they all happen to fall in the same month. Anyway, vinyl wise, as I mentioned in my last video, I'm cutting down because I'm saving for a holiday. Me and Craig are going to Spain end of August, beginning of September. So most of these are pre-orders. There's a couple of pre-love that I picked up that I couldn't resist. That's for stuff that I haven't already shown. And then there's the VCLT I've received for the month, which I have done videos for, which I shall quickly whiz through at the end. But let's crack on straight away with the new album from Kate Nash. So Kate is my joint favourite female artist. I have three favourite female artists: Alicia Keys, PJ Harvey and Kate Nash. I've listened to this album. I have 3 vinyl copies to show you. I also bought the CD. Basically, I bought everything available. I've listened to the CD. I've listened to one of the vinyl copies because it arrived first and I didn't want to wait. I wanted to hear the album. It's a good album. I like it a lot. I do have a couple of issues with it. My first issue is it's a bit samey. It's all orchestral pop, which is great. I love orchestral pop, but there's none. Sonically, it's very similar throughout, and there's none of Kate's sort of shouty songs, and I like Kate's shouty songs. But that aside, it's a magnificent album. It's called 9 Sad Symphonies, and there's 10 tracks on it. Which one isn't a sad symphony, I don't know, because they're all a mixture of upbeat and happy and sad and all sorts, so I don't know. Anyway, first copy is the copy I reserved from A Slice of Vinyl, and this is the standard issue for vinyl, which is the baby pink vinyl. So it comes with a pink print, and then inner sleeve with lyrics. Extremely staticky inner sleeve with lyrics. I forgot about that. Oh, got it. And it's on a lovely baby pink vinyl. Interestingly, on the CD, you'll see this when I do a next CD update, but the lyrics on there, it's almost like they've cut them out of one of these and rearranged them on a sheet. You can sort of see around each set of lyrics, almost like the CD was an afterthought, which is unusual. This is the version exclusive to Kate's web store through Townsend, I think it was, and this is on translucent baby blue vinyl. So again, same pink inner, and as described, a translucent baby blue. The next is the dinked version. Now, when I first saw about dinked versions, I just assumed they were sort of damaged versions that were being sold cheap. But if you're not familiar, dinked editions of records are limited edition releases that are only available through a very limited number of record shops. I think it's sort of something like, a dozen or something like that. It is a very low number of record shops these are exclusive too. Pie and Vinyl in Southsea is my nearest store that stocks these. And this is the first Dinked version I've ever bought, but I pre-ordered it through them when the album was announced, and it actually arrived on the Thursday, the day before the album officially came out, so this is the version I've listened to. So yeah, Dinked edition, olive green and silver cornetto effect vinyl, signed art print, limited to 500 copies. Came with a nice little note saying that my order was packed with care by Martin, coincidentally. We recommend listening to Mercury Rev Born Horses. Not sure of the writing there. If you have any problems with your order or have any questions, etc., etc., and a little thank you on the back. That's a nice little touch. But yes. So this has... Oh, there's that gone. Same print, but it is signed by Kate. Not the best signature of hers I've seen. She's done fuller ones, but nice to have all the same. I mean, as I say, I have listened to this, so it is in a protective sleeve. So yeah, olive green and what was it? And silver cornetto effect vinyl. So that's the cornetto effect. The, you know, like the spokes of a wheel, if you like. I don't get much silver from it. The clear bits are slightly sparkly, but I wouldn't really call it silver. But it's very pretty, and it sounded good. The next album is also multiple versions of the same album. So, as you may or may not be aware, the film Wonka, which came out last year, the songs were written by Neil Hannon of Divine Comedy, who are my favourite band, and the orchestrations were by Joby Talbot, who was a former member of the Divine Comedy, and has done lots of soundtrack work, including The League of Gentlemen and all sorts of other stuff. Loved the film, loved the music. I bought, which I've already shown a CD update or two ago, the soundtrack on CD, which was an import from America and was on a CDR, but it looked legit. But I think that was sort of a stopgap release. It's now Mutant Records have put it out officially, again on CD, proper printed CD this time, which I bought in a bundle with these two. Listen to the CD, still sounds great. You'll see it on my next CD update. There's a standard vinyl release and then a release exclusive to Mutant. So I bought both. This is the standard release. So, it's got an Obi strip with a bit of blurb on the back, and it says at the top, Wonka, Neil Hannon and Joby Talbot, file under soundtrack, made by Mutants, 140 gram colour vinyl, first pressing 2024. So I really like the cover, sort of a chocolate swirl with his face, and the gatefold, and track listing on the back. So then the first disc, it came in the sort of sleeves I use anyway, which is nice. So the first disc is milk chocolate. And the second disc is white chocolate. Golden ticket, insert with all the credits, etc. So So that's for standard release that you can buy anywhere. And then we have the limited edition. Well, it doesn't say, well, I say limited edition. It doesn't actually, it's not a numbered limited edition, but it is only available through their web store. It is the reason why there was a bit of delay releasing this album. It was meant to come out back in April, but they had problems with the pressing plant on one of the discs for this version, and they had to slightly alter the colouring, ever so slightly, but every time on the original mix the discs were being warped, so they slightly changed it and that fixed that anyway. So yes, again came in one of the sleeves, oversized as well, which is good considering the contents. So this has got a belly band. So 2 12-inch long play phonograph records, disc 1 milk chocolate and white chocolate swirl, disc 2 orange swirl, chocolate scented die cut insert, gold foil stamped gatefold jacket, and custom belly band and foil wrap. So yeah, if you take off the belly band, it was wrapped better than this originally, but I don't do wrapping, even with the folds already done for me, but it's not too bad. It comes wrapped in foil. And then, so it's the same cover, but the Wonka is in gold foil. Is it gold? Yeah, it is gold. Otherwise, the sleeve is the same. So yeah, the first disc is white and milk chocolate swirl. I really think it's clever how normally in these swirl ones both sides are sort of a similar mix, but the fact that one side is predominantly milk and the other side is predominantly white, I don't know how they've done that, or whether it's just a freaky coincidence on mine. But what makes me think that it isn't is that similarly on the orange swirl one, it's a lot more orange on one side, a lot more yellow on the other. And then yeah, as I read out, it has the same lyric insert, sorry, credits insert. I don't even need to get close to it, but smell that. See, it's just like chocolate. And it genuinely does smell like chocolate. Sort of the fake chocolate smell that any chocolate scented stuff smells like, if you see what I mean. But definitely a chocolate smell. Okay, so when Craig was down, we went to Brighton for a day, and I popped in. We went in various record shops. Craig didn't buy anything. We're both, because we're saving for holidays, being quite frugal. But the very first record shop we went in, and I'm going to have to put the name on the screen because I forgot to check before I started recording what it was called, and it's not written on here anywhere. Had this Prince 12-inch that I didn't have. So for £10, this is Prince Black Sweat. I've just realised the disc's in the wrong way round, but Prince Black Sweat, batch with Tamar featuring Prince, Beautiful, Loved and Blessed. From 3121. Really good condition. He did get me to check it in the shop, and it's practically perfect. As I say, £10. This came out as a picture disc, which is sort of more common, and I have that. But yeah, I was really happy to pick that up. The day before, day before we went into a Slice of Vinyl, and in the pre-loved they had the only Who album I didn't have on vinyl. Well, I didn't have full stop, which was Endless Wire. This was £22, so it cost me £19.80 with my discount. So double album. It's 180 gram vinyl by the weight of it. So yeah, really happy to have got that to complete my Who collection. Apart from Live at Leeds, I don't own... Oh, and the Tommy Live box setty thing. I don't own any live The Who, and I'm not... Oh, and Monterey, is it? The Record Store Day live album that came out. A quick one, that one. I have some live albums, but they're not a band I intend getting all their live stuff as well. But yeah, really happy to have that. So on 2nd of June, I think it was, announced at very short notice, Butler did a little in-store signing at a Slice of Vinyl. Unfortunately, I couldn't make it. I was actually going to see Take That live that day, and the signing was at the time we were leaving to go to Take That in Southampton. But very kindly, Kieran and Emma got a copy of the album signed for me. I really, would love to meet him. As you may recall, his album with Jessie Buckley was my favourite album of 2023. No, 2022, sorry. I've probably mentioned before, Yes, by McAlmont and Butler is in my top 5 songs of all time. Yeah, I really would have liked to meet him, and apparently he was just a lovely guy. But yeah, this is his new album, Good Grief. As you can see, it's signed to Martin and Butler. And it actually comes anyway with a signed print. I don't know if you can hear, there is a helicopter flying over. Apologies if that's interrupting the noise. If it's not, just pretend I didn't say anything. And it's on silver vinyl. It is... You can't really see from your side, but it is actually translucent. Haven't listened to it yet, so I can't comment on that. He did say he'd like to come back and do a proper install and do a performance as well, so hopefully I will get the chance to meet him. One of a few Kinks albums I don't have. Basically, everything that's available on vinyl, having bought this, I now have. It's only the last 1 or 2 albums which never had a vinyl release, I don't think, or had a very limited one if they did. But I don't have. Might even be just the last one. But this is Misfits by the Kinks. This was £18, so $16.20 with my discount. Actually, overcharged me. He charged me $16.80. How dare he? So it's lid, insert. It's on Arista. Again, decent copy. So yeah, it was good that in 1 month I've sort of completed the Who and pretty much completed the Kinks. This next album, this is the last one that I haven't already shown. I've talked before about Rocket Pool. That's ROCKIT. Who are a store who specialise in Prince stuff, based in Poole, in Dorset, P-O-O-L-E. They regularly send out, I think it's every Friday, they send an email with what's new in stock, and they post it on Facebook and what have you. And they had this album at a decent price. I think it was about a tenner. This is 3 o'clock by the 3 o'clock. there's a little, obviously, you know it's Prince related because I've told you where it's come from, but there's a picture of him there, which is a bit of a clue. This is on Paisley Park, but it wasn't recorded at Paisley Park. And Wendy and Lisa do background vocals on Neon Telephone, which is a track written by Prince. I think that was the only... Yeah. He's credited. Joey Coco wrote it, but that's Prince. I think it's the only direct Prince involvement on the album. But they are a band. They're part of the Paisley Underground, and they've got, you know, a big following out. The sort of Prince connection is sort of largely irrelevant to their career. You know, they were successful in their own right. But yeah, nice to have picked up a copy of that. Okay, so I was fortunate enough to receive 2 lots of VCLT this month. As I say, I have done videos. If you want to see any of this in detail, watch that. First lot was from Jimmy Barnes. I'd sent him some stuff. He very kindly sent me some bits in return. And what he sent me was this 7-inch EP of Jay and the Pacemakers' How Do You Do It, which also contains I Like It. Mercury Rev, The Light in You, which, considering the recommendation, although it was for a different album, but from Empire and Vinyl, I thought was an interesting coincidence. O&D, Extended Souvenir 10-inch. Soup Dragons, singles, Raw TV products, singles and rarities 1985 to 1988. Simple Minds, Glittering Prize 12-inch. And Mr. Kiri 12-inch. So thank you once again, Jimmy. He also sent me a couple of CDs. A New Order Best Of, which I knew I'd like, but I did, if you see what I mean. It's for one, 1988, was it, or 1992? 92 Best Of. And it's had yet another remix of Blue Monday. A few of the tracks were 92 remixes. I do wish I wouldn't mess with Blue Monday. The original's perfect. I do wish I wouldn't keep messing with it. But yeah, otherwise, really enjoyed it. And the other one was the debut album, a anniversary release of Instrict Confidence's debut album, which is a band that Jimmy's a big fan of. I enjoyed it. It was all a bit samey for me, and a lot of the vocals were that raspy, metally type vocal, which I tire of quickly. They're not a band I'm going to explore further, but it's an album I'll sort of happily listen to again, and I'm glad I've heard. But yeah, thank you again, Jimmy. And then my friend Adrian did his usual trick of saying he had a record to send me and then sending me a load of stuff. So the one he had to send me was 7-inch of Cream by Prince and the New Power Generation. Really nice, clean sleeve, vinyl. We shall see. It needs a clean up. But certainly it's worth having. I've already got it, but it's worth having another copy just for the sleeve. But he also sent 7-inch of Tanita Tickerum's Good Tradition. Art of Noise featuring Tom Jones and their version of Prince's Kiss, which again I have a copy, but this is in excellent condition. Belinda Carlisle's Heaven is a Place on Earth, which I think I already have, but still haven't checked. Tracy Ullman's Move Over Darling. The Primitives Crash, which I'm really pleased to get because I love that song. Kylie Minogue's Got to Be Certain, which again I think I've already got, but this is in really good condition sleeve. Fairground Attraction Perfect. And Voice of a Beehive, I Say Nothing. And then 12 inches of Mark Almond, A Lover Spurned. Poison, Your Mama Don't Dance. Jackie Wilson's Reet Petite, which I do already have, and Jimmy Barnes is going to have this copy. Jackie Wilson, I Get the Sweetest Feeling. Bruce Willis Under the Boardwalk, which I have on 7-inch but not on 12. Dr. Momedic's Spirit in the Sky. Johnny Hates Jazz, I Don't Want to Be a Hero, which again I think I've got on 7-inch but not on 12. And In Spiral Carpets Caravan. So yeah, again, thank you very much, Adrian. So there we go, that's what I've picked up in June. So apart from pre-orders, literally 3 in-store purchases and 1 online purchase. July, I'm sort of skint until the middle of July when I get paid, because I've paid for the holiday this month, so I'm really having to restrict what I buy. But yeah, from middle of July onwards, I can spend a bit, although I'm still saving for spending money and buying clothes and stuff like that. So it won't be a massive haul in July, but there'll be bits. Thank you for watching. Like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in another video. Thanks. Bye.